You know, the one where the princess can make fire. Sorry, mate. You couldn't tell me where the dolls from that popular Blaze film are, could you? I need the red-haired fire princess one. My mouth lost all hint of a smile, and my stomach churned with the sight of him. My wide eyes narrowed, and my hands balled into fists. This was cruel, as if having to put up with a conversation about him earlier wasn't suffering enough. Now God was going to make me face him as well. All in the same day. Not cool. Not bloody cool at all. I narrowed my eyes to slits, because he was merely feet away from me. Darcy Hart. My betrayer. Excuse me, are you blind? I'm standing right here, and I was talking to this fella before you were. I sneered. Darcy leaned to the left and looked around the lad to see who was speaking to him. And when his eyes landed on mine, they instantly narrowed. Neala Clarke. He always spat out my name like it left a bad taste in his mouth. I smirked at him. The one and only. Darcy gave me a bored once over before he dismissed me with a glare and turned his attention back to the male worker. Do you know where the dolls from the Fire Princess film are? I need the red-haired doll. He just blanked me. You can wait your turn for help, Darcy. I was here first. Darcy regarded me with an expression that suggested I was beneath him. What the hell is that look supposed to mean? I asked, ready to curse him out if he said something mean. The shop lad stepped back from between us. Now we had perfect views of each other. I kept the look of sincere disgust on my face as I stared at Darcy, but my stomach fluttered even though I willed it to stop. I hated how good-looking the bastard was. He had always had a handsome face, but unlike in our school days, he wasn't a skinny boy anymore. He was filled out and all man, and from what I heard around the village, he was also now quite the slut. Or ladies' man. Whatever. Back in our school days, Darcy had been the nerdy, lanky, pretty boy. He had a baby face that was accompanied by a killer smile, but that was all he had going for him. He had been a pain in my arse the last 15 years, and I honestly could never see a day where that would ever change. I blinked my eyes as Darcy's voice knocked me out of my trance and got my attention. It means you have a stick up your arse about waiting a few minutes for something. Oh, hell no. That's not bloody true, and you know it, Darcy, I stated, then flung my hair over my shoulder and quipped. And for your information, I don't have anything up me arse. He smiled. I imagined Satan had a similar, if not identical, smile. You sure about that? I growled. Me arse is not the topic of discussion here. Why not? You know I love to talk about your perfectly crafted arse, Neala. You disgust me. Darcy winked. Likewise, sweetheart. A shiver ran up my spine, causing prickling tingles to spread throughout my body. I knew it was because I was appalled by his choice of words, not because I liked them. I gave Darcy a dirty look, then turned my attention from him to the young worker, only to find him nowhere in sight. I looked up and down the aisle, but he was gone. He'd vanished into thin air. I turned my head in Darcy's direction and hissed, "Look what you did!" I walked down the aisle, trying to put as much distance as possible between Darcy and myself. He apparently didn't feel the same way, because he quickly caught up with me until we were walking side by side. How is this my fault? He asked me, keeping his voice low as we passed a couple who were scanning the shelves. Are you thick? I seethed, lowering my voice also. You scared him off with all your vulgar talk about your arse. He cut me off, grinning. Yeah, you have a point. Your arse would scare any red-blooded male away. The lad was apparently no exception. Dickhead. Listen to me, you tit.